The remarkable escape of a young Chinese student from a Myanmar scam operation. In a story that highlights the perils of online job scams and the dark underbelly of cross-border fraud networks, 19-year-old Peng Yuxuan from Hanzhong City in China's Shanxi province was lured into a dangerous situation shortly after completing his national college entrance examination, known as the Gaokao, a high-stakes test that determines university placements for millions of Chinese. What began as an innocent search for summer employment escalated into a harrowing ordeal involving human trafficking and telecom fraud, but culminated in an unexpected release due to the intervention of a criminal ringleader who recognized the young man's potential. Background and initial deception. Peng, having just finished his exams in late June 2025, sought a part-time job to earn some money during his summer break before potentially starting university. Like many young people, he turned to a popular recruitment app where he was contacted by a woman posing as a live streaming agent. She complimented his appearance, claiming he was ideal for hosting online sales broadcasts, a growing industry in China, where influencers promote products via live video streams. Promising substantial earnings, potentially in the tens of thousands of yuan per month, equivalent to several thousand US dollars. She even transferred 2,000 yuan, about $275, to cover his travel costs and arranged accommodations. Encouraged by this seemingly generous offer, Peng left his hometown on June 28, 2025, initially heading to Xi'an, the capital of Shanxi province, with around 1,500 yuan provided by his family. He maintained contact with his mother, assuring her he was safe and had found work at a hot pot restaurant. However, the woman directed him southward to Yunnan province, which borders Myanmar, formerly known as Burma. Peng arrived in Kunming, Yunnan's capital, and then proceeded to Lingang City's Kangyuan County near the border. Unbeknownst to him, this was part of a sophisticated scam chain. Domestic recruiters target vulnerable individuals online. Border smugglers facilitate illegal crossings, and victims are sold to operations in northern Myanmar for prices ranging from 10,000 to 20,000 yuan each. By July 4, 2025, Peng's phone signal was last detected near Menga Port in Yunnan, after which he vanished. His family, alarmed by the sudden silence, reported him missing to local police in Hanzhong and sought assistance from the Chinese consulate in Mandalay, Myanmar. The ordeal in Myanmar. Peng was transported across the border through a series of over 10 vehicle transfers, eventually arriving at a fortified fraud park in Dangyang, a city in northern Myanmar under local jurisdiction. These parks, often run by criminal syndicates, are notorious for telecom scams targeting people back in China, where victims are coerced into impersonating officials to defraud others via phone or online schemes. The facilities are heavily secured with high walls, electric fences, and armed guards, creating prison-like conditions where escape attempts can result in severe consequences. For the first day, Peng was allowed to rest, but starting the next morning, he endured a grueling routine, waking at 5 a.m. to memorize scam scripts until 11 p.m. This training lasted about 4 days, during which he was prepared to participate in fraudulent activities. Such operations trap thousands of Chinese nationals annually, with escape rates estimated at less than 1%, underscoring the rarity of Peng's experience. Unexpected release and return. On the 4th day, the park's boss summoned Peng and inquired about his background. Upon learning that he was a recent high school graduate with university prospects ahead, the boss remarked, "You've been admitted to university. Your future is bright. You shouldn't be in a place like this." He added a moral note: seeking wealth and a career should be based on conscience. Sources familiar with these operations suggest that syndicates sometimes release individuals deemed low value or high risk, such as students who might draw unwanted attention from authorities to avoid complications. The next midday, Peng was driven out of the park by a Myanmar military personnel to Dangyang, a journey of 5 to 6 hours. The driver advised him to seek help from Hua State soldiers, a semi-autonomous region in Myanmar, for cooperating with Chinese authorities on such cases to facilitate his return home. Peng followed this guidance, contacting Hua State officials who sheltered him and alerted his family. On July 19, 2025, The Hua State Judicial Commission confirmed Peng's location and completed initial processing. The following day, July 20th, he was among 29 rescued Chinese nationals handed over to authorities at Menga Port in Yunnan Province. Peng's father publicly confirmed his safe recovery via social media, and the family reunited in Yunnan before returning to Shanxi. While Peng's account has drawn some online skepticism regarding the boss's motives, it aligns with reports of selective releases in these networks. Lessons and broader implications. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the risks associated with unsolicited online job offers, particularly those involving travel to border regions or promises of easy money. For an American audience, it parallels domestic concerns about online scams and human trafficking, emphasizing the importance of verifying opportunities through trusted channels and avoiding situations requiring upfront payments or relocation without clear details. Authorities in China continue to combat these transnational crimes, but individual vigilance remains crucial. As one report aptly notes, there are no free lunches in life. All gifts from fate come with a hidden price. Peng's story, while distressing, ends on a hopeful note, underscoring the value of education and potential in averting tragedy.
He has since returned home, poised to pursue his studies with renewed appreciation for his bright future.